Happy Saturday, everyone. Today, we're going to be diving into one of the most exciting on-chain experience breakthroughs, Coinbase Smart Wallet sub-accounts. I'll show you how to create seamless, pop-up-less transactions that will revolutionize your dApp experience. From the official announcements into live coding, let's build the future of on-chain interaction together. I'll get started by sharing my screen, and we'll go through the official announcement. I discovered this yesterday from Wilson Cusac's post, where he said, I'm incredibly excited to share Smart Wallet sub-accounts with you all. This is the culmination of 6 months of work to try to find a secure way to streamline user experiences. In the end, we embraced app accounts and found a way to superpower them. From there, you can check out the blog post that he linked. It's actually pretty long. We're going to focus on the graphs that he posted in the 3 key moments. Started off with session keys, which was an architecture to start from a session key and then create a bunch of contracts to get to a target. Session keys, the downside was the architecture was too complex and lacked a clear hierarchy. From then, you could see right here the hierarchy concerns of 2 different apps trying to manage the same account through a proxy. From there, spend permissions were the direction to allow a spend permission manager send an asset to the spender. The user smart account can then send the asset to the spender, and then the spender can interact with the spend permission manager to do the request. Finally, going into sub accounts, accounts are app specific, and there's a hierarchy of the user's account. The user's account has all of the funds and has the hierarchical ability to interact with the app account. There is an app controlled signer. That's what the developers build. The developers are allowed to interact with the app-based account, and then the app-based account has the permissions to execute any on-chain target, and the app account has some access to request funds and request certain resources from the user's account. And the user's account ultimately is the owner of the app account. The last thing we'll check out in here is the focus on AI assistance. Start building. The closing call to action is with these tools, developers can provision AI agents for users with their own siloed smart accounts, able to spend with fine-grained permissions and able to be monitored and controlled from the user's universal wallet. Developers can build on-chain gaming experiences where users can get started with one-time spend permissions and thereby transact without pop-ups, accruing in-game assets to an address users can control from their universal account. These are just a couple examples. We can't wait to see what developers come up with. Check out our documentation to get started. From here, let's check out the actual demo account that they've got. Let's try to connect and see what happens and if we can use these sub-accounts and get a better understanding before we dive into the actual code. I should already have Coinbase wallet. Let's see if we're able to sign in with one. It looks like I don't have any for this application, so I need to create one. I'm going to call this demo app. Continue. I don't have any, so I got to create a new one. It populates the app name. We'll save it. Now that we've created the passkey, it prompts us to sign in. We'll be creating a new account for our Coinbase wallet account. That app will be able to access crypto that we've stored locally on the app, and we give it a spend limit to be able to spend up to $4.42 every day directly from my Coinbase wallet account. I'll approve it. We then select the app key. And from here, it looks like I don't have any base pool ETH, so I should be able to request funds. Requesting funds will give me a little bit of ETH. And now that I have some ETH in my account, it looks like I was given some maybe mock USDC. And now I can tip posts without signing. And so you can see I don't need to do any sort of signing, but I'm now doing on-chain transactions. And we can open up one of these transactions and we should be able to see it on chain. Let's try it again. Okay, here we go. We got our first transaction from, this should be our app specific wallet. It was created right here. In this transaction, we set up the wallet. We can see AA transactions, it executed batch. And I don't know what it did here. So let's try doing one more action. Let's try tipping. Once this finishes, I will view the transaction. If it gives me, there we go. We'll view the transaction. So the last transaction took a little bit of time. It seems like it's not instantly ready, but at least the hash is there. And we can see that we transferred a tiny bit of ETH from our main wallet to this wallet, 205. I don't know what this wallet is, and I'm not sure what I'm looking at. But we are signing things with a wallet that was created roughly 1 minute ago. So it seems like the sub account demo is working. So far we've reviewed the official blog post. We have demoed the official app. In the official app, we don't have to sign anything. We signed one initial message to sign in and to grant the permissions. And once we did, we can now do on-chain transactions being signed from our wallet, but without our wallet actually needing to pop up a signature request. So we can do things on chain without having the intrusive experience of a wallet constantly opening when we want to interact on chain. Next step, let's go into actually using sub accounts and run an app locally. There is this documentation page from Base creating sub accounts with Coinbase Smart Wallet. And this is going to be the bulk of our chat today. So we'll start with the overview. I have not used this before. I really want to have a greater understanding, and I want this video to be the canonical video for sub accounts. So I'm going to go pretty slowly and deep into these sections. Overview. Coinbase Smart Wallet's self-custodial design requires a user passkey prompt for each wallet interaction that the user is presented with, such as a transaction or message signing. While this helps ensure the user is aware and required to approve of every interaction with their wallet, this also impacts the user experience when using applications that may require frequent wallet interactions. To support using Coinbase Smart Wallet with user experiences that require more developer control over the wallet interactions, we built sub-accounts in conjunction with a new ERC, a new wallet RPC for creating hierarchical relationships between wallet accounts. That is called the Add Sub-Wallet RPC. Sub-accounts allow you to provision wallet accounts that are directly embedded in your application for your users. You can control when a sub-account is created for your user and can interact with them just as you would with another wallet via a wallet provider or other popular Web3 libraries like Onchain Kit, WAGMI, VM, or etc. Question that I have now is, can I use these with EOA wallets? Will the documentation and what Coinbase has set up, can I use these with Phantom Wallet, with MetaMask, with Rainbow, with Coinbase Wallet, or does it only work with Coinbase Smart Wallet? These sub-accounts are linked to the end user's Coinbase Smart Wallet through an on-chain relationship. When combined with our spend permission feature, this creates a powerful foundation for provisioning and funding app accounts securely while giving you, the developer, ample control over building the user experience that makes the most sense for your application. We already viewed this demo, but I'll pull it up again. This is exactly where we were just demoing the app. So it seems like the key here is we create a brand new wallet, an AA wallet, account abstraction wallet. We then use spend permissions to allow that wallet to be able to spend ETH or other resources from our main wallet. And then we call the set sub wallet so that we can draw that link back from the child to the parent, so that the parent can always leverage the assets and resources inside of the sub wallet. And the sub wallet only has access to the spend permissions in the main wallet. And so if I'm understanding this right, the special, anybody can do, any wallet, whether you're MetaMask or Phantom or Rainbow, can do sub accounts because it's an ERC and it's a new hierarchical relationship between a main account and a sub account. I think the specific thing you get with Coinbase Smart Wallet is the spend permission feature that Coinbase Smart Wallet is enabled to allow sub accounts and any other account to spend on behalf of the main wallet. And I don't think you can do that inside of MetaMask and Phantom. This is my current understanding. If I'm incorrect, please leave a comment because I'm checking those to see if I'm correct or if I'm on the wrong path. From here, what we will build is a basic React app in Next.js that lets someone log in with their Coinbase Smart Wallet. It creates a sub-account scope to the app, requests a spend permission for the sub-accounts to have a daily allowance, and then uses the sub-account to perform Popup-less transactions. Let's start with the guide. Oh, I want to go to the project setup. Project setup in this section, we'll set up the Next.js project and configure it to work with Coinbase Smart Wallet. What you'll achieve by the end of this guide, you will set up a Next.js project and configure it to work with Coinbase Smart Wallet. You'll create a Coinbase wallet context to manage the state and functions needed to interact with Coinbase Smart Wallet. Let's create a project. We're just going to get started with create next app. I will open up a terminal, bring it up into the main screen. Let's get some of these other things out of here. Okay. Going to change directory into where I keep all of my Coinbase projects, which right now is inside of the base folder. And inside of here, let's just paste the command. And instead of my app, I'm going to call this sub accounts demo. So we start off just by creating a vanilla Next.js app. It'll install Next.js, the latest version. We now run through just the defaults. We don't think through it. CD my app, add the wallet SDK from Coinbase, only on the Canary version from now. I don't know what that means. Okay, so it looks like once the project is finished installing, we'll install a specific version of Coinbase Wallet that will support what we're doing. We'll add VM. And then it's a normal Next.js project with a page and a layout. We'll set up the Coinbase Wallet context, a new context file that we can copy and paste. We won't look too deep into it. This looks just like a normal. We have a connect and disconnect function, wallet client. Inside of the provider, we'll have access to connect function, disconnect function. After that, we will create the provider wrapper and then update the root layout so that our entire app is wrapped by the provider. And then on the home page, we'll add the disconnect and connect wallet button. After that, we'll test it locally. Very simple setup, Next.js project, get the Coinbase wallet context wrapped around. This is just going to be a simple wallet context that leverages VM and React, and then uses the Coinbase Wallet SDK. It uses Smart Wallet only, so we're not trying to access the external app, the external Coinbase Wallet app. Let's see how we're doing over here. Looks like we finished. We should now have sub-accounts demo, and I'll open it up with Cursor, our IDE, which is powered by AI. We'll open this up, and I want to use PNPM. I know that they told me to use NPM, but I'm going to delete their package lock. Use Command J to open up the bottom for my terminal. And now I'll install my packages with PNPMI. PNPMI is going to use PNPM to install. If you have a preferred package manager or you don't have PNPM, if you use Yarn, if you use Bun, if you use NPM, whatever your word is, if you don't like PNPM, just swap out whatever your package manager is with PNPM, and it's going to work fine just for you as well. I use PNPM because I find it very performant, but if you have a preference, definitely stick with your preference. Okay, while it's installing, we can start to set up the structure, which we will do. So what I'm going to do is we'll copy this file. We'll go into our app folder. I actually don't want it inside of app. I want it in the top level, new folder, context. And inside of here, we'll call it Coinbase wallet context. Not new folder, dang it. New file, Coinbase wallet context.tsx, I believe. Paste all of our code in there. Yeah, .tsx. And from here, it'll probably complain that we don't have Coinbase wallet. So let's go ahead and install that. We'll install this specific version of Coinbase wallet, pnpmi, this specific version of Coinbase wallet, as well as VM. Let both of those install, and then this red line is going to go away. Let's proceed with, we've already copied our context. Now we need a provider. And so I'll make a new folder called providers. And inside of here, this is called providers.tsx. So new file, providers.tsx. Inside of here, let's paste. We're using client for all this. I'll remove these comments at the top of the file and give me one line of spacing. Looks like our error went away with the new install. Context React node. Can't find name React node. So if we come up here and start typing, there it's auto trying to import it. So now we have fixed all of the type errors. And now we should be able to get started. I'm going to just start pnpm dev to start up our server. Let's update the root layout, app layout.tsx, right here. Update the layout. It's using Geist in a lot of different fonts. I'm going to override everything. Providers is coming from providers. I want at. Okay. Now our providers are fixed. Let's try opening up localhost 3000 to see if the app is working. How are we doing on the project setup? Updated the root layout. Now we need our home page. I'll copy the home page, go over to page.tsx, overwrite everything that's in here. Okay, we are importing it the wrong path. Now we have fixed it. We should be good now. Ooh, it's using the latest version of Next.js. Oh yeah, because we just used Next version 15.2 has newer debugging styles. And we can see that we're already using TurboPack. So this should be the fastest sort of app development environment that we could have. This error should have already been fixed, but we didn't get a hot load. Here we have a connect wallet button. Simple app. Inside of our page component, we have a connected address and a connect wallet button. Super simple stuff, nothing beautiful here. Go over to the smart wallet, sign in with our smart wallet. Wants to access your account, see wallet balance history, send you transaction requests. No special permissions in here yet. Here's the wallet that we connected. Anything else? Testing the setup. We visited the domain. We click connect wallet. We should see our wallet address. So we have now set up the project. Let's move on to creating sub-accounts. So if you're new to sub-accounts, check out the sub-accounts overview. That was where we just started to learn more about it. After setting up your project with Coinbase Smart Wallet integration, the next step is to implement sub-account creation. Sub-accounts allow your application to create wallet accounts that are linked to the user's main Coinbase Smart Wallet. What you'll achieve by the end of this guide, we will configure the Coinbase Smart Wallet SDK to support smart sub-account creation. We'll implement state management for tracking sub-accounts in your application. And we'll create a user interface that allows humans to create a sub-account on demand. Signer choice. I'm going to quickly check Restream to see if there was any interactions that I missed. Can't watch now, but will there be a recording? Yes. From last piece, I'll keep you up for a little bit. This is being live streamed onto YouTube, onto X, and onto LinkedIn. So if you're not able to stay tuned in right now, just know that the videos are live forever. So this entire demo from end to end, you can come back and watch it anytime you want. Signer choice. Currently, P256 keys, Ethereum addresses, and WebAuthn keys are supported as signers for sub-accounts. The Coinbase Smart Wallet SDK provides a browser key signer out of the box, which handles the creation and caching of signers for you. In this guide, we'll use the browser key signer to create a sub-account. Configuring the SDK for sub-accounts. Include sub-account configuration in your SDK initialization. In this React web app example, we're passing in get crypto key account from the SDK for the subaccount.getSigner param when initializing the SDK in a React useEffect hook. Inside of Coinbase wallet context, let's open up that file. Are we already doing this, or do we need to update it? This is inside of create Coinbase wallet SDK, create Coinbase wallet SDK. I'm seeing keys URL is being provided. That might be what we're talking about. Nope. We need a sub-account field. So we now add a sub-account field. We import get crypto key account from the Coinbase wallet SDK. And that should be it. So we imported the get crypto key account. We added the sub-account field, and now we should be using sub-accounts. We are passing in get crypto key account from the SDK for the subaccount.getSigner param when initializing the SDK in a React useEffect hook, which is what we're doing here. We're initializing in a React useEffect hook. Adding sub-account state management. Next, let's extend your context to manage the state and functions needed to create and manage sub-accounts. So we now need to extend the context type, should be up at the top. Context type needs a create sub-account and a sub-account field. The sub-account shows an address. Create sub-account creates the sub-account. And then we'll update here to add those types for the create context. And then we need a sub-account state, which we will add after address, not being used yet. Now we need the entire create sub-account function, which is going to be what we use to create the sub-account. So we'll use that after all the existing functions. Let's keep updating. We need to add the values so that these are now accessible anywhere inside of the context. Let's take a quick review on what's going on inside of create sub-account. It looks like if we're not connected, can't be used. Otherwise, we get a signer from get crypto key account. Wallet connect response, we're then trying to use wallet connect. Provider.request, we're using web authn with the public key. We're creating an account, adding a sub account, capabilities, params. So we are signing. We'll be signing with our normal wallet. Where is wallet connect response being used? Add sub account, add sub account.address. So I think this call, provider.request, is going to open up our our Coinbase Smart Wallet. Then we sign the add sub account method, which will add the sub account to our wallet. And then we get back an address, which is the sub account address. And that's the address of the sub account just for our app. Updating the UI. Now let's update our main page to include sub-account creation using the context we created. I think I should be able to just copy this entire document, go back to page, close my other pages, paste this in here, update this to use the correct import. And now we should have a new homepage with a button that allows us to create a sub-account only if we don't have a sub-account. And we'll be able to see the connected address as well as our sub-account address. Let's see if that works. Step one, let me refresh the page just to make sure we're seeing the latest version. Connect our wallet. My wallet's connected. Now we have a button to create a sub-account. Click on that button. It causes us to sign because we have to sign to create the sub-account. However, here I'm not seeing a button to create a new sub-account. Oh, create an account using your Coinbase wallet account. This is the sub-account. Create an account using your Coinbase wallet account. Access crypto you've stored locally in this app. We approve. What we're trying to approve. The approve button is not working. Let's cancel and try it again. Second try, still not working. Let's try disconnecting our wallet, refresh the page and try again. It might just be that we had a cached version of our wallet and we need to confirm to do a new sign-in. Create the sub account now. Approve. Still not working. Okay, we might have hit the end of this demo if the approve button doesn't work. Is the issue anything important? So it's not super helpful now. Create unhandled error. I'm going to try disconnecting again. I'm going to fully crash the app and restart it. PNPM dev to run it again. I wonder if it's because I'm using PNPM instead of NPM like it's suggesting I use. This should be everything we needed to do, but I'm still not seeing it work. Our current progress, we've been able to add in Coinbase Smart Wallet. That's the easy step. We're now trying to test out the sub account feature, and so far, we're not able to click the approve button. We can confirm to connect our wallet. That works fine. Now we try to create a sub account. We try to click the approve button, and nothing happens. I'm going to try this one more time by disconnecting, and I'm going to create a new wallet instead of the existing wallet I already used. So click the little gear. Let's sign out completely. Let's connect a wallet, and we're going to create a brand new account. Let's create an account. Call this sub account. Whatever today's date is, March 1st, 2025. Now we create a new. Wait, what was the other option it said here? Continue. Save passkey as new login. Let's do that. Now we've got a new wallet address, 993. Create the sub account. We have a new address here. Are we able to approve this time? The approve button still is not working. I'm wondering if the account needs funds to execute this. Let me click the settings button. Let's receive crypto. Let's copy this address and let's try sending it a little bit of testnetty because it might need to sign, and right now it's failing because it is not able to sign in. It is potentially failing because it's unable to execute a transaction because the account does not have any ETH. I would have expected Coinbase to cover it, but this might just be a new feature and it's not supported. So let's see if that's the case before I go further in that line of thinking. Let's copy the address again, go into my MetaMask. Make sure we're on Base Polia, go to tokens, select Ethereum, send it to the address I pasted, 0.001111. Sent this out into the Ether. Gonna look up that wallet address too. Looks like I just funded the wallet at the transaction that I just made. And now let's try going back. Let's try it again. Still nothing. Let me try cancel, disconnect, do the reconnect thing, refresh the page. What else could it be? It might just be that the SDK might not work. It might be that I'm missing an API key. API key might be missing. The version of the SDK might have bugs that we're not aware of. Create the sub account. We're trying this again. Approve. Still not approving. So it seems like we might be stuck, unable to get sub accounts working so far. Is there anything that I missed in the documentation? Sub accounts overview. We'll update the configuration. Let's go back to our config file, Coinbase wallet context. Inside of here, the new additions are that we have added get crypto key account, and provider interface, both of which we're now importing. Inside of our use effect, where we initialize the SDK, we should have added the sub account line where we have get signer with the value of get crypto key account, and then set provider should be getting called with Coinbase wallet SDK.get provider. We're using base Sepolia ID. Everything's looking good here. Point keys dev. Adding the sub account state management. We then needed, inside of our Coinbase wallet context type, sub account and create sub account. Right up here. Then we added sub account null with create sub account null right there. We added the state for the sub accounts. Create sub account as a new function. Is anything in here, is version 1 correct? What could potentially be off here? Web auth n p256. I don't know what these functions are doing. I copied and pasted them. Maybe we could add logs in here. Are there any logs showing up? It's not even in our page. It's in a different page. Can we inspect over here? Are there any logs? I'm going to hide the comment and see if anybody's here to help me. Not seeing anybody coming in to help right now, which is fine. Okay. We are seeing some errors. Let's clear it out. Approve again. Uncaught and promised type error. Cannot read properties of undefined reading length at useroperation.ts. Use add new sub account. Use add new sub account. I'm not seeing it here in user operation. I'm sure they're inside of the node modules folder. But it seems like something is off with the SDK. Multiple preference providers were rendered, but there should only be one. Ensure there's a single root spectrum preference provider. So it seems like we might not be able to continue. Our current blocker is that when we try to approve, we see an error in the console talking about cannot read properties of undefined reading length at 0x inside of user operations for add new sub account. I want to verify we are signed into base Sepolia. We can't see the network the wallet's on from here. But it should be on base Sepolia because we've initialized our provider up here to use base Sepolia. We're not using WAGMI. All this is in VM. Well, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know how to fix this because this is not my demo. So the current blocker is what we've been able to do. So let's go back to sub-accounts overview. We've been able to set up the project. We started with creating sub-accounts. So far, we have not been able to create smart sub-accounts. And our blocker is in the Coinbase Smart Wallet UI. When I click approve, we get an error. So if you're from the Coinbase team and you see this, please let me know if I was doing something wrong on my side. I really want to get a good video out, a canonical video showing how sub-accounts work. If you got any value out of this video, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, leave a comment if you understand what I did wrong. Any buttons you click will help more developers see the latest and greatest for what is being built on Coinbase and in the Base ecosystem. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Sweets, signing off.